Welcome everybody to the Free Flow Podcast. I'm Tyler, and of course, I'm with our co-host, co-founder, Mitchell. Mitchell, how are you doing, man? How's everything going?
Dude, I'm good. I'm just vibing. We got new coworker at work, about to have like another coworker next week. I
Yeah, you
mean,
said you wanted them to be hot. Are they?
the first one, not really. But like she's not bad looking, but
Mm-hmm.
dude, I don't know. My boss says something like he's got to be like the most attractive guy. Everybody's bigger. Like I've lost a lot of weight, so like, I can't. I'm not like fat anymore,
Yeah,
but
you renounce that lifestyle.
yeah, and I'm just like, dude, why are we hiring huskies?
Mm, yeah.
And like they're. I think this one I forgot which is which because they didn't tell me like which is which. They just said which one was first, and I don't exactly remember. But one is Italian, Japanese, I think,
Oh,
and the other is like Chinese American, and I
okay.
don't know which one this is, but I'm just like, and she's like, I say older, she's maybe 35,
Oh, so yeah, she's pretty old.
like older than me. I got, I'm 31. I want to date a 25-year-old.
Okay. Yeah, I want to date a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, I hope one of them's hot for you. We need to find you a wife, even though I'm pretty sure the person that was going to hang out with you, I still think you guys would be a couple. And if she watched this, then she knows how I feel now. But,
No, I mean, she's cool, but it's just,
bro, okay, like this
yeah,
is my thing: is where's the negative?
I'm just not that attracted to her.
Mm, well, I guess that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, Mitchell's love life's a mess, guys. But let's get into
Yeah.
some basketball. We're always doing basketball. Again, if you guys don't know, we are a Charlotte Hornets podcast first. They have reached out to us multiple times, thanking us for our work. Our
I
Charlotte Hornets
a
are.
big thing. They're like, not to step on your feet right here, but I forgot the exact numbers. But they're like 13 or 19-2 with their starting lineup since like January, either first
Yeah.
or like later in the month. I forgot exactly what. Um, they were like 19 games or something below 500. They're
Yep. They're
500
officially 500.
officially,
That's what I was gonna
and
say.
we like again. You said we're the official Hornets podcast. Basically this whole run has started since we've started
Yep.
talking about. We are on 11 weeks. If we go back to whenever they were going, so January 21st, how many weeks ago was January 21st? Like 7
7, 8.
6, yeah.
We talked about them on episode 1 of this podcast, stating they needed to find efficiency, and boy, have they found it. My
and
God.
and, and I mean, we're I'm gonna try to look real quick to see when our first episode was, because I think it was this year, like
Yeah,
two
it
months
was.
ago. Um, I mean, December 25th, so like 3 months ago, Christmas. That's right. Um, like we're dude. It's ever since we've started talking about them, they've been popping off. They listen to us. We inspire them the same way that Lamelo inspires you.
I mean, here's the thing: is episode 1 we talked about the Hornets because again, I'm a Lamelo fan, and we said it is crazy because if this team found some sort of efficiency, they actually could be pretty good
Mm-hmm.
because they're so young and so talented. And we said that episode 1, and then fast forward 11 episodes, so 11 weeks later, they
Yeah.
found efficiency. I think since I'm assuming since that date, they're the best team in the NBA. Like I
Oh,
have a feeling their
I
record is
think
the
so.
like
Like, or maybe you need to push it back like 2 weeks for that to be the case. But I
yeah.
mean,
But
it's
they've been incredible. They're
yeah.
competing with great teams. They've found their efficiency. And the big thing about them that I've been liking is even when LaMelo has his games or Brandon Miller has his games of inefficiency, or even, Nipple. Like he last night
Mhm.
against the Mavericks, he was 1 for 7, right?
Yeah.
Like they still find a way to like they get it from their role players, like
Hmm.
Grant Williams, Josh Green. Like last night, LaMelo was pretty inefficient. So was Nipple. Brandon Miller was efficient though. Miles Bridges was also hella inefficient. But like you had people
I
like
mean,
Sion
dude, I'm
James.
looking at their bench right now. 3 of 5 from deep for
Yep.
Josh Green, 4 of 6 for Grant, 3 of 6 for
S-
Sion, 2 of 3 for Pat. I mean, dude, that is 60% from three off your bench is absurd.
And I will applaud LaMelo for this, right? Because
Hmm.
usually I think the big thing they kind of got him to switch, and I think it might have had to do with the benching a little bit,
Yeah, yeah,
was they kind of were like, yo, LaMelo, if you're on these nights where you're 5 of 19, 4 of 13, like you're still our guy. We still need you to like, take the last shot and we still need you to put up your shots, right? Because he's the best player on the team. But you need to stop being afraid to spread the ball. Like,
and we've said it before, but he is one of like the best playmakers in the league.
yeah, he is one of the greatest passers like I've seen in a long time. Like he's so good at he's like Lonzo in that. Like they're
Mhm.
so good at finding the open guy. And their passes are always like buttery. And so
Yeah,
it's like and I think that also had to do with the benching, which again, but I do applaud LaMelo for not like pouting and be like, I mean, this is a bum ass team. Like it's Charlotte. I don't need to care, right? Because he
yeah,
could have easily taken that route and been like, I don't need to care. Like this team sucks. And instead, he took it on the chin and he came back, which is not something I thought I could say about LaMelo. And he like it's just he's been playing great over this stretch. Like, yes, of course, he has his inefficiency games. Every star slash superstar will. It's just what else can you do for me when you're being inefficient, right? And LaMelo's still a good defender. He's still a phenomenal playmaker. And like that's what he's been doing and that's what he's been focusing on when he's not being efficient. And I think that's really helped them. Leaning into Mr. Nipple has helped them a lot. Um I think just kind of moving away from the two-man Brandon Miller LaMelo offense really really helped them a lot. Like being like, all right, we have a lot of talent here. We got to just trust it because this whole Brandon Miller and LaMelo putting up 40, 50 shots a game and praying is not going to work anymore, you know?
yeah. And I mean, dude, again, like Devonte, ever since he's like come into the lineup, has been like a killer for them. They've got shooters everywhere. They've got like a handful of playmakers. They've got size. They've got a lot of what makes a good team.
Yeah,
Now, I not to like get too low on them or anything. We're not saying they're a championship team. We've like kind of joked about it. If every single thing were to go right, they could
for
make a
sure.
run because again, I don't think either of us really believe in the East like to just be dominant, especially
Yeah.
if Tatum's not playing. Um,
Apparently he's coming back though, like
I did
Friday, I
hear,
believe.
yeah, like this week he should be coming back. But I mean, like Detroit is the best team in that conference. Again, it's just one of those things in a similar sense to the Hornets, is that you don't necessarily we've not seen them go crazy in the playoffs. And so to say, oh, they are going to just run through the East, it's like I've said it before, we've talked about it, is that I do think your first playoff run is basically never successful. But like it's all
Yeah.
about trying to get reps to get as deep as you can. And without that, like again, none of these teams have it except for like the Celtics, the Knicks, and
Yeah.
um, is that it's like I am not going to say the Hornets or the Pistons are a lock for the finals because experience matters in the playoffs. As much as people want to try to say it doesn't, like even you even take the Thunder. It took them a couple years to get it going, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, and this is my thing with them is I agree. Do I think they're going to be like, you know, the team? No, probably not. Like I think sure if they're wildly efficient, like say Lamelo just hits a different gear in the playoffs because we haven't seen him in the playoffs. Some players just do. Some players get into the
Hmm.
playoffs and they're just like satanic. Like they're just insane. Like Luca, it's just he just
Yeah.
becomes an absolute fucking demon. And like maybe Lamelo is like that, and if Lamelo is like that, yeah, I would have no qualms. So I think Lamelo is again. I think he is one of, if not the most talented player in the NBA. Like he is disgusting when he is. If Lamelo is ever operating at peak efficiency, like if he's having those games where he shoots 60%, like he is more dangerous than anyone in the league. That, sure, but barring that, I agree with you. I think it's just good for them to be in the playoffs. I think they'll make it past the play-in. I could even see them making it past the first round, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, if they can hit a second or even potential like Eastern Conference Finals, that's obviously massive for them.
yeah, and I think the best part about them that they like, if I was them, I wouldn't like you're playing on house money because if I was
Hmm.
them, I just take it as bro, we're so young and we're just getting better. Like you're just going to be getting better with this team no matter what from here. I mean, most of the time, like you could end up like
Yeah,
a John
the
Morant
Hawks.
situation, yeah, or the Hawks. Like your oldest player, like your oldest starter is
Hmm.
Miles Bridges and he's 27. Like that's not
Yeah,
old. Like
no, not at all.
like LaMelo's still 24 years old. Nipple is a rookie. Like he's 20. Brandon
Yeah,
Miller's like 22, I think, 22, 23 years old. Like this team, and then even Musa Diabate, like he's 24. Like this
yeah.
team, you have the
They,
makings of something great. Also, you have a playmaker like LaMelo. If you needed someone like a solid vet or some solid depth, or I mean, who knows, maybe even like a low level star, like
yeah, yeah.
you could attract someone, like for sure. So yeah, I agree. I think Hornets again. This is why we're a Charlotte Hornets podcast because they're just a fun team, man. It's always fun to see like teams that have been horrible for years and years and years and years be good finally. Now talking about both of our favorite team, the Lakers. They kind of haven't really moved. They've kind of been
Mm.
just sitting in sixth seed for a while. They're 500 over the last 10 games. Um,
Like they go on streaks, both winning and losing, and so like one way or another, they kind of get into a rhythm, and you can
yeah,
hope that it's the rhythm that turns them around. Like I think neither of us want to see them in a play-in game. Like
yeah.
we know that they could win them, but it's just like, dude, you just don't want to be in that position if you can avoid it. And they are 100%. Like, there's no reason they shouldn't be a top six team.
Yeah. Like my biggest thing for the Lakers right now, honestly, like I get LeBron's the easy target, so I'm gonna not pick on LeBron.
Mm,
Bro, Austin Reeves and Luca have been very bad. Like they have been very bad the last couple months. Their turnover numbers are sky high. Since Reeves came back from his injury, he has been ridiculously inefficient outside of a couple games. Luca has been really inefficient as well. Like it goes back to what we were saying last week. Like maybe Luca's dealing with an injury or something because he has just been so like bad. He's been like compared for Luca standards, he
yeah,
has been
like for
so
Luca, yeah.
bad
Like he's had some good games, but then he's like
for the
in the
most part.
during this
Yeah,
win streak, he's had some good games. He had a good game against Phoenix, but even then, like last night, the game shouldn't have been as close. They kind of clutched it out, but
yeah,
like
like
he had
him and
7
Austin Reeves.
turnovers.
Yeah, him and Austin Reeves combining for 12 turnovers and like 20 to 30% from the field is just something you can't have. And like that's the problem, in my opinion, with like that you and I have had with this Lakers team
Yeah,
is if Luca isn't going off, one, Austin Reeves has proven we just talked about this with the Hornets. Players change in the playoffs.
yeah.
Austin Reeves has been a complete miss in the playoffs since he's been in the league. He has literally played horrible every game. Um, so it's like if Luka's not going off, LeBron, his age is showing this year, regardless if you're a LeBron fan or you're not. His age is showing this year. Maybe he's like holding back for the playoffs. Whatever you want to put it, if Luka's not going off, this team is in trouble, and that is
Well,
not what you want to see.
and again, I don't think either neither of us believe in this team when it comes to depth. Like we
Yeah.
know they've got 3 guys that you can count on,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I need 70 plus points out of you 3. And
Yeah.
if we're not getting that, the chances
Yeah.
of them winning is not very high.
And again, me and you have been like not high on Aiton, but we haven't been as
Yeah.
low as a lot of people have been on Aiton. And so
Yeah.
I've been watching games, and I can see why people are getting frustrated. Like I get it. It's weird. It's like he takes his foot off the gas pedal at random times. Like
Yeah.
he'll be ridiculously aggressive, and they'll be like, "Oh, dude, this guy's a beast." And then like literally 2 plays later, he'll just get bullied or be walking up the court, and you're like, "Wait, literally 3 seconds ago, I was just cheering you on, and now you're looking like Charmin soft." So that's another thing you need. You need
Oh,
someone to light a fire under him.
I will say too, like it is funny. I think a lot of people know the Lakers curse. A lot of Lakers fans do, at least, that when great shooters come to the Lakers,
Yep.
they become average shooters. Like Jake LaRavia, 33% with the Lakers. Um, what? Hold on, where is he?
You looking for Kennard?
Blinking. Kennard, yeah, Luke Kennard. Um, Not horrible,
He's been
like by any
50% from
means.
three the
Yeah,
last 10 games, so I mean, that's
yeah,
good.
like he's been kind of doing his thing. I would like to see more volume out of him because he is such a good shooter.
Yeah, I don't understand
Um,
why JJ won't play JJ. Like, it makes no
yeah,
sense to me. Like, bro, he's literally what you were on most of your teams. Like, just let him be that. We need it. We
yeah.
need the shooting.
But I mean, shit. If you look at the Clippers back with JJ, like JJ was like the perfect fourth guy for them because they just could
Hmm.
get points at will in the paint. And JJ perfectly spread the floor, would average like 16, 18 a game, get
Yeah.
over 20 every so often because he just gets hot.
Hmm.
And obviously, there's a handful of guys, and like DeAndre's not scoring that much. Like,
I will
um,
say I really like the Marcus Smart pickup. He's been really
yeah,
good, like, for the
yeah.
Lakers.
I mean, he's just a solid player, good
Yeah.
defensive guy, which they need. Like, I mean, he's a good guy to
He's
have.
had his moments in
You,
the fourth quarter where he's just, he's like a Derek Fisher. Like, he has
yeah.
his moments in the fourth quarter where he's just like, "Okay, I'll
He's
win the
a
game for us real quick. I got you."
he's a championship player. Like
Yeah, for sure.
fundamentally, we don't need to get much crazier than that. He is a championship player. He's the kind of guy they need. Like, I do like some of them as much as I would love to love Rui more.
Yeah,
I just don't know if he like fits on the team. Like
I agree.
Connect at this point doesn't. Vanderbilt can't shoot enough.
Didn't
Like,
Connect request a trade like months ago and he didn't get it?
yeah, I mean he barely gets play. Like I
I don't know
don't
what happened
understand
either
all of
because
JJ's line like
JJ loved
lineups,
him.
but
I don't
yeah,
understand what happened with Connect because JJ seemed to love him and it seemed like he really wanted him to work out, but it seems like Connect just I feel like Connect has an attitude issue. Like,
I do think he's not been the same player ever since the trade didn't go through.
oh, for sure. I mean, I feel like that kind of perma messes you up. Like,
Yeah, because it's also it's like or like
whatever happened
Wonderboy,
to
they don't really
Mark
want me.
Williams? That's who they were trading for, right? How was his name? What
Yeah,
was
wasn't he
he
on
was on the
the
Hornets?
Hornets?
Yeah. I don't know where he is
Uh,
anymore though.
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, the Suns. Let's see how
Oh
many
yeah,
games. Oh,
Suns.
I mean, he's played games this year. He's played games. He's played 56, started in 52 of them.
I mean,
Not
damn, we
doing
could have
anything crazy, but
used
like
that. I mean,
five
but
and
he's a good
seven.
big for Luca. Like that was always our thing.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't.
he. I mean, he's averaging 12 and 8, like 3 offensive rebounds a game, shooting like
I'd take
shooting
that over
63%.
Laravia or Connect.
Yeah, like a hundred
Yeah,
percent. What was that trade again? Like,
it was Connect, and I think second for Mark Williams. Let me see. Dalton Connect, Mark Williams trade. I'm pretty sure it was Connect and a second for Mark Williams.
I thought there was like one other thing
Rookie
that.
guard Dalton Connect. Oh, Cam Reddish, unprotected 2031 first and a 2030 pick swap. Never mind. It was quite a bit. Holy shit.
Without the first, like if it was just the pick swap, I do think like that's kind of a steal of a deal. I mean, like Dalton Connect's not getting run anymore. Cam Reddish, like,
Is in Europe.
isn't on the team. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, even like a 2031st in the sense that it's probably going to be a 22nd pick or worse.
Yeah.
Like so,
Bro, you know what's wild is like, isn't it crazy? Like to completely do a side tangent, like all these NBA players that grew up around Cam Reddish talk about him like he was just some god, like he was a god,
but
and
like
he
one on
just
ones, he's just
sucked.
nuts, but just cannot. Like, I mean, is he? I don't even think he's our age.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure he's oh Cam. I'm pretty sure he's
yeah,
young. It,
99, so 27, 28.
yeah,
Like,
okay, he's not that young, but yeah, he's in
le-
Lithuania
le-
now. Like,
yeah, he's not young enough. He's not old enough where he should be out of the league by any means.
it's just so confusing what happened because everyone that played with him, like
Hmm.
around his age, was like, even Anthony Edwards, like, oh, bro, he was like a demon. Like, he just was impossible to guard. Like, this dude was like prime Kobe. Like, and then he got to the NBA and it was just like he could not find that success, which, I mean, it sucks, but
It is
yeah.
what it is. I mean, like, it's the same people talking about like, whenever, because I saw it the other day, but like, uh, Mac McClellan averages 29 in the G League. Why isn't he getting run? And I was just like, yes, because as we all know, the NBA, there are not enough guys that can score the ball. We need more of those.
Yeah.
Every team is looking for a guy that can put the ball in the hoop, like, and do nothing else. Like,
I do say that is it. Like, Luca is very lucky because he is the best scorer in the world. If he wasn't
mhm.
the best scorer in the world, we would look at him like he's useless.
I don't know about useless because I do think his playmaking is also like top two, but like, yeah, I mean, it's just, again, people don't need scorers. Like, if nobody's looking for a scorer in the G League, I promise you, if there was
Isaiah
a guy
Thomas
getting
is waiting.
if there was a guy in the G League that's getting fucking 7 blocks a game or 20 rebounds a game, he wouldn't be in the G League.
Yeah.
Like, but a guy averaging 30, no team needs that, you
Yeah.
know?
Like, so here's my question. We're 60 something games. We're about 60 to 65 games into the league,
Yeah.
depending on what team you're watching. Um, let's do who are your early NBA championship teams? Your two teams. Who do you got? Who's your NBA
All right.
championship as of right now?
If I don't even necessarily know if I believe what I'm about to say for the East, but I'm gonna choose one East, one West.
Are you picking our Charlotte Hornets?
No,
Oh, hold on.
I like the
PR person's calling us. I know. I told him, yes, I know we're a Hornets podcast. Yeah, sorry.
um I know the Thunder like are probably the favorites, but they have been dogged by the Spurs every time. Wemby doesn't even go off every game. He is just again a winning player no matter what he does. I've got the Spurs coming out of the West, which again sounds crazy. Year 3 for Wemby. If he were to get on the board this early, it's legitimately scary for the league. But I got the Spurs coming out of the West. And like I said, I don't know if I fully believe this, but it's partially because of what we were saying earlier, where I don't necessarily trust inexperience in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think the Knicks have a legitimate shot at a championship.
Wow. Holy
Like,
moly.
they're a good fucking team still. They're still doing all their things. They got 2 stars and Brunson and Cat.
They
Like
have
they've got
Zesty Cat too. Like he's extra
they,
zesty. Did you see him what he
they
was how he said 260? Oh my god, he's 7'4", 260 or 240. Like, come
I
on.
love his like code switching that he does like mid sentence sometimes. But dude,
It's
it's
so
like
insane.
I again Boston. Like I don't think you go wrong choosing any of the top 4 in the East, whether it be Cleveland, New York, Boston,
Yeah.
or Detroit. I kind of have a feeling that the Knicks, we know come playoff time, if they're not burnt out and injured, that they are a tough fucking team to beat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's got to be
Okay.
Spurs and Knicks.
New
Like I
York
said, not
Knickerbockers.
necessarily believing in them, but I think they got something. What about you?
So honestly, I was gonna say Spurs too, coming out of the West.
Yeah,
I just think one, my big thing is they have the Thunder's number. Like,
yeah,
and
exactly.
that's a big team to have a
4-1
number
against
on.
the Thunder this
Yeah,
season.
like they have their number, and that's with Wemby on limited playing time, bro. If you have
Hmm.
their number, I get people can say like it's regular season. 4-1 isn't just it's regular season. I promise you, the Thunder aren't rolling into the Spurs like, all right, let's lose again. Like
Yeah,
this team
like
is
it's.
so try hard. They are
I mean,
one.
you saw when they won, they went fucking
Yes,
ballistic,
yeah.
and it's like I'll call this out like throwback to fucking 2006, Mavs versus Golden State, and I know everybody was surprised because Golden State won that series as an eighth seed with like 62 wins for the Mavs, but I was like, I forgot if it was 3-1 or 4-0, but the Warriors had their number that year, and I was
Hmm.
just like. it doesn't surprise me that they're winning. I was even saying I think they win this early on because I was just like it's not some 1 seed versus 8 seed. When you
Yeah.
have that type of, like you kind of just said, that mental advantage on someone, it matters. It is
Mm-hmm.
not just you're not, because if you're the 8 seed going in, you're like, nobody expects us to win, but we know we've beaten them. That
Yeah.
like we can beat them consistently. And
Yep.
that is something, obviously, again, 1 seed and 2 seed. They have to go through 2 rounds if things stay how they are. And I mean, the Spurs are 5.5 games above third place. So it's like, by all means, it seems like these are the 1 and 2 seeds fairly locked up.
Yeah.
And it's just like they got to go through 2 rounds. But I mean, I'm not betting against the Spurs in that series. Same
And
with you.
and and here's my big thing too is I have Spurs. I obviously have the Lakers if they get hot. Like Luka's just
Hmm.
different in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just really don't trust Austin Reeves at all. I've been
Yeah.
super on record with I think Austin Reeves, like he has given me zero reason to trust him in the playoffs. So I just don't trust him. I think he's gonna be dog shit like he always is in the playoffs, and the Lakers aren't gonna have enough with Luka. Like he's just gonna
Part of it might be that he doesn't get star calls in the playoffs. Like,
like
because he kind of lives at the foul line. Like he's very aggressive. He gets to the line,
mhm,
but he just doesn't necessarily get those same calls in the playoffs.
yeah. So I got Spurs coming out of the West. I think the Lakers are still like I think the Lakers are a legit superstar away from being a Luca needs help. I'm just gonna say that.
Mm.
Luca needs help to make a tournament, and Austin Reeves and LeBron aren't it. And then again, the Thunder, I don't know, bro. They just seem soft. Like they just seem soft. Like I could see the Lakers beating the Thunder. I could see the Nuggets getting
Mm-hmm.
a win on the Thunder. I could see the Spurs beating the Thunder. The only two teams where I'd be like, yeah, I don't think they have a chance against Oklahoma City is Minnesota and Houston. Like to be completely honest.
Even that, like Houston has. I don't know how their games have gone this year, but I mean, Houston's not a bad fucking team.
Mm-mm. No, it's not an insult. Like I still think the
Yeah.
Thunder are a great team. It's just I don't think
Or I
Houston
meant the Rockets. Like the Rockets are
like the
have a
last
good
couple
fucking team.
times, let's see. Yeah, Houston got blown out by 20. They lost in double OT by 1 and then they won by 6. So I mean, some of
Yeah.
their games, they're mainly close, but yeah, I don't know. I just think Thunder again, they have
Just
the
don't believe in
experience as
them as
well.
much as you would like to for a championship team.
Yeah, they're just I don't know. They're one of the softest champions I've seen. So I'm gonna go Spurs. I think
Hmm.
they have all the right pieces. I think Wemby is just gonna be again demonic come playoffs, just by the type of player he is. Um, and then the East, dude, the East is hard because I don't really like any of these teams. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
Well,
Charlotte Horn. No, I'm gonna go.
Atlanta Hawks.
You know what? I'll go Pistons. I'll have a little bit of
Hmm.
belief in the Pistons. I think, they got to the playoffs last year. They got some reps. And I don't know. I mean, they seem really good. Jalen Duren
Yeah.
seems like he's just crazy right now. Cade Cunningham's just been really good. I really don't trust the Celtics.
Yeah. Not when they're not healthy, at least.
especially because Tatum's going to come back. And I feel like although he's always been a good role player, I think they're going to try and like get him up to speed by force feeding him, and it's not going to end well. And so,
Yeah.
I'd probably guess the Eastern Conference Finals is Pistons Knicks with you. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's a good shout. And then I'm gonna just go Pistons just so we have different predictions on one side.
I mean, I wouldn't. I would not be surprised again if Cleveland were to make a legitimate run, but anybody else out of those top four, I don't see it.
Yeah, Cleveland. My biggest issue is just like, well, one, Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell are hurt. But two, it's like, what James Harden are you gonna get come
Mm,
playoffs? Like, he's so streaky. Donovan Mitchell, you know what you're gonna get, but also how are people gonna play off that? Because I think part of Donovan Mitchell's issue in the playoffs is he's so overly ball dominant, even when he's
yeah.
good. Like a lot of people get confused. Like they're like, well, this guy needs help. It's really hard for players. Like if you've ever played basketball, it's hard to get in a rhythm when you're not getting shots. Like
Mm,
it's like if I'm shooting once and then 10, 12 minutes goes by and then I'm shooting again, And it's like, bro, if you miss both, you're shooting 0% from 3 and you look like you're playing horrible. When in reality, bro, I'm shooting twice a game. Like it's really hard to stay warm. Like players shoot
And
hundreds of shots to get warm.
well, and I'll say, well, this thing I've like noticed is that almost never in an NBA game, if the same guy gets a three on the same possession, meaning he misses one,
Yeah.
I will say like I have like I'm sure there's a stat on this, but like 90% of the time that second one goes in.
Yeah.
And it's because they make the slight adjustment to make it, and they're usually in like a little bit better of a rhythm. And it's like, dude, you just if you get 5, 6, 7, 8 shots in the span of a couple minutes, it's fine. But if you take 4 shots in the first 5 minutes of the game and then you don't touch the ball until the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
like you are starting colder than cold, because at least at the beginning of a game, like you've gotten 200 shots in the last hour.
Yep.
You know,
It's like the
whereas
Kevin
what
Love
are you doing?
thing.
What have you played ever since?
Exactly. It's like the Kevin Love thing when he was on the Cavs and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's costing LeBron." No, it wasn't him. It was they were costing, like LeBron was costing LeBron. Kyrie was costing LeBron. Kevin Love, bro, he was a volume shooter. So when you're a
Yeah.
volume shooter and then you go to a place where you're shooting 4 or 5 times a game, you can't ever get into a rhythm. Even Kevin Love said it. He goes, "I probably shouldn't have came to Cleveland." Like because I couldn't play my game anymore. Like I just couldn't. I was a third option, which rightfully so. It's LeBron and Kyrie at the time. Like you weren't going to get looks over them. And it's really hard. And I think that's always kind of been Donovan Mitchell's issue with his teams. It's like his role players were good in the season. Yeah, but then in playoffs, the dude's taking 20 to 30 shots a game. And he has the ball the entire time. So he's either turning it over or he's shooting it. Like, so you have players you're literally just getting iced out. Like, if it's the same thing like in golf too. Like if you're playing slow golf, like you're playing a worse round because you're not staying warm. It's hard to stay warm when you're not.
It's
getting
why
opportunity.
I have not been a fan of the 3-star team for a
Yeah.
couple years now, where I do think the best possible thing is you have like 2 legit stars that take like 18 to 20 shots a game or 16 to 20 shots a game, and then you have a bunch of other guys getting 8 to 12.
That's
Like,
what I like about the Thunder and the Spurs and the
mhm.
Pistons and the Knicks is you have a lot of people taking a lot of shots so that everyone can get in a rhythm.
I mean,
Even
that's
the
even
Lakers,
the Cavs are like that. Like,
the Lakers try to do it, right? They, but don't do it that well. But
mhm.
like, it's one of those things, dude, where you just kind of like, if you want role players to help you, you need to let them get in a rhythm. Like, I think the Lakers with Powell, Lamar Odom, Artest, like they were another great example of this. Like, you have to spread it. You can't like, all right, you haven't shot in 20 minutes here. You have to make this because you're open. It's like, bro, I haven't shot in 20 minutes. I haven't even touched the ball in 15. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean I have to make this? I forgot how a basketball felt. Like, I don't know what you're wanting from me here. And I think that's why, like, we're starting to see, and that's why when people say, like, basketball isn't the same. Yeah, you're right. It's not ISO ball where Kobe or Michael are taking 30 shots a game anymore. It's just not.
Yeah.
The game is so much more advanced. You're not going to get constant one-on-ones. Like, bro, if you watch Michael Jordan highlights,
Oh
there
my
is
God, yeah.
negative help defense being played. If he blows by the first guy, everyone else like, oh my God, what a bum. He just let him blow right by him. I've watched him dunk next to 7-footers, and they're just like
Mhm.
watching it. I'm like, just turn and put your hand up.
Like you're in the paint. You can't. It's the whole like they weren't like double teaming
Yeah,
and shit back then.
like,
But it's just
you'll
like,
see
dude,
them literally
it's so
turn and
easy.
like what the hell? Like I've even seen them complain. They're like, what are you doing? And the other guy's like, you're right there. Like, why didn't you help? Like the Pistons were the bad boys for the Jordan rule. All they did was play help defense. Like it's like all they did was say, okay. And like everyone's like, they had to.
We're
make
not going to
rules.
let Jordan beat us, and everybody else was like, yeah, Jordan can
Yeah.
beat us.
And everyone's like, they had to make rules for Jordan's like, brother, all they did was what they're doing to role players nowadays. They're just playing help. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh, if he gets blown by, we're not going to let him score for free. We're going to like put a body in front of him and make him make a pass.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. And so I think that's why the NBA is like, I guess, so much more competitive nowadays. And like,
Mhm.
I think the Hornets are doing it really well. Like you and I said, like that's something they've done really, really well is they're not playing this horrible Michael Jordan level basketball where it's like we have one or two people taking shots all game long, and then if someone else misses, it's their fault. I shot 30% shooting 7 for 22, but it's his fault because he went 2 for 6. Like it's crazy. And so yeah, I mean,
And I'm sure there's a direct correlation for like guards and like jump shooters essentially
mhm,
on how many shots a game they get and like their shooting percentage.
for sure.
Like I am confident, and people would say, well, obviously, because if they make them, they're gonna shoot more and get more reps. And it's like, sure, but like to move from that eighth spot to that fifth spot, literally the only difference, often than not, I feel like, is just
Yeah.
like opportunity.
I'll even take it one step further. I think that's the reason true point guards have not been getting rings like
Hmm.
Stockton's, Nash's in the past is because basketball wasn't like it is today. I think if you
Yeah.
put Stockton, Nash, even someone like Rondo, like
Hmm.
in today's NBA, people would look at them like this dude is the best player in the world. Like
Yeah,
this guy
like
can
you're telling me
create.
I only need to give them 8 shots a game, and
Yeah.
they're gonna get the most wide open looks in the world for like I get like Nash has
Even
said it
Chris Paul,
himself,
bro.
and
Imagine
yeah.
prime Chris Paul in today's NBA. The dude, he'd be unstoppable.
Well, and it's like again, like Nash is I think 6'3", and so he's not a small point guard. Like he'd be Steph Curry, but
Yeah.
he'd be just as efficient of a shooter. He would be taking 10 plus threes a game. He'd still be driving the paint the way he fucking did. Oh my god, the way he would get into the paint just down below everybody and then dish it out, like not even shoot it half the time. Just insane. And
And he'd buy
uh,
time down there too. Like he'd
yeah,
go and he'd sit under the hoop and like wait, like, okay, I know you need some help. And then he'd wait for the help. And like, dude, he was a wizard.
I
It,
I my Noah, our buddy Noah
mhm.
would play 2K like that, and he would just drive the paint. He'd beat some guy, and then I just, you start jumping because you're like, he's gonna fucking shoot it. He has a
Yeah.
wide open shot, and he just sits there for like three full fucking seconds and pass it out, and it's just like fucking shoot or do something.
Yeah.
And like he wouldn't beat me because he didn't play 2K enough to like actually be good at it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like I was just like, dude, you don't play this the way that
Yeah.
like
You played
normal people
so
do.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and I will say that like I think true point guards that's the issue, bro. Is when you're a true point guard in ISO ball. Like if you're again Steve Nash, John Stockton, you're giving it to someone, and even when you give them like a nice look, they're like,
Hmm.
"All right, let's dribble you down, let's walk you down." It's like, "Oh Jesus Christ, man, you were wide open. Just take the damn
Well,
shot."
and that's the thing too. You think about the eras, like Stockton and Nash, especially, and then they fucking take 3 steps inside the 3 point line and take a 20
Yeah,
footer or 19
exactly.
footer, and you're like, oh my god! Like it blows my mind that it took the league 30 years to figure out that the 3 point line is worth more points.
Bro, even someone like Jason Williams, white
Yeah,
chocolate, like, bro, I think he'd be disgusting nowadays. Like, I think true point guards we're gonna start seeing. Like, I don't think they'll look as true point guards because I think they're gonna be what they always were. They were 3 point
yeah,
shooters that could make plays, but 3 point wasn't that popular back then. So I
yeah.
think like now is when we're gonna see like I think this is gonna be the era of like a true point guard where it's like,
It's
damn, dude,
definitely their opportunity.
yeah, bro, like spreading the ball forever, like finding open looks to anyone. Like, bro, we'd be looking at Luca back in the early 2000s, like, damn, bro, like, why is he passing so much? This guy's just scared. It's like, bro, they're wide open. So, yeah, I mean, again, we've talked a lot of
Hold
basketball. I
hold on,
mean,
I want to get
oh, yeah, go
one more
for it.
thing in.
Hell yeah.
This is as of March 3rd. I don't know if this team has played since this, but
March
the
3rd is
Hawks,
yesterday.
yeah, technically, yeah. The Hawks are fucking the most mid team,
Oh, I saw.
verifiably, of all time. 45 and 45 in their last 90. 67, 67 in their last 134. 174, 174 in their last 30, 48. This goes all the way back to their 2,895 and 2,895 in their last 5,790 games.
That's
They have been
insane.
certifiably mid for their whole fucking time. Like this season, points allowed, like as of
Yeah,
this
they're
post.
117.4, 117.4. Yeah.
Well, and the points, yeah, two or 7,278 to 7,277. Like, it is incredible
I mean, it
how
really is
just
the
mid.
descriptor of the Hawks. They've always been mid.
Yeah.
They've had teams that are like good but not good enough. They've had teams that are bad but not bad enough. Like,
They win 60 games, they win 20. They're not the fucking first seed and they're not the fucking last seed.
yeah, like they're it is kind of crazy how mid they have always been. Like, I feel bad for them though because they had to play in like LeBron. They had to play into LeBron. I think they could have made some noise if they didn't have to play in LeBron. So same with the Grizzlies team. Like,
same with the fucking the LeBronto Raptors, you know.
yeah. Oh my God. I saw this post where someone was like, oh man, I wish someone would play like Zach Randolph in today's NBA.
Oh yeah,
And,
I saw
and
that.
everyone's like, brother, you guys would hate Zach Randolph and be asking why he doesn't ever shoot threes. Like, and someone, I forgot who someone compared him to. They were like, he's literally, I can't remember who they said he was. Or I think they said like he's literally Julius Randle, something like that.
Yeah, that actually that tracks. If
And
that's what
I
it
was
is.
like, he kind of is. Like, Zach Randolph was just a bruiser that would wear you
Yeah.
down. But I mean, he wasn't like gonna carry necessarily. He was gross though, but
I mean, dude, those like early 2010s Grizzlies teams.
oh, those were
Dude,
some of my favorite
huge
teams to
fan.
watch.
They're
Yeah,
so fucking good. Like,
they were such
the
brawlers.
what was it? The grind,
Grit and grind, right?
grit and grind. Yeah, the grit and grind Grizzlies, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, nasty.
Isn't it crazy how like the Grizzlies looked like they were going to be one of the next up young teams and they're just like terrible, losing literally everyone?
Yeah.
Wait, did John Morant end up getting traded?
No,
Or
I don't think
no?
so. No.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so I was going to say I heard the rumors that Miami was basically saying like, no, like we're not giving you draft picks for him. You need to give us draft picks to take him. Like,
Yeah.
apparently they were saying like, oh, we're not giving you anything. We'll give you like a couple prospects, but you need to
we're
be
not even gonna give you Tyler
yeah.
Hero.
Like basically they were saying like we need to be the ones compensated for taking him.
Yeah.
Which I was like, dude, if you told us this literally just 2 years ago, we'd be like, yeah, you're trolling. Like,
well, I mean, we've had podcasts where we have said,
yeah,
Ja Morant is a fucking winner, and that elevates his team to a level that very few other players do. And I still think that it can be true, but like something has fucking happened.
and
with
we
this
also
dude.
said that on podcast that he need to get his head
Yeah.
out of his own ass. Like we were like,
Yeah.
he's his own worst enemy. He is the best player from his draft class by far, and like even I remember when because it was him and Zion, right? That was the same
Yeah.
draft class. Yeah, I remember when Ja came out. I was like, I think Ja could be better than Zion easily. And we both said it, and then he came out and he was. I mean, obviously Zion got hurt, but like he was, and we were like, when he started having his issues, we're like, dude, is this dude really gonna throw away the potential? Like, I feel like that is when the NBA, like, well, that and Anthony Edwards getting cooked by Luka was when
Yeah.
the NBA finally was like, all right, we can't do an American face of the league, bro. Like, these guys are just too stupid. Like,
I mean, dude, they shoot themselves in their own foot. Fucking.
I'm surprised Ja
so
hasn't,
often.
honestly, literally.
I
Like,
mean, if anybody would, dude, that draft
If-
class has got to be like wildly disappointing. Not gonna lie.
it has to be one of
There-
the most
there's-
disappointing draft
They're
classes in
not
NBA
bad
history.
players. Like you got Zion, you got Ja, you got RJ Barrett, who's like I don't think he's in
Sucks.
the league.
He
Um,
is. He's on the
Darius-
Raptors. He's just
Okay.
horrible.
Darius Garland, Kobe White, like Jackson Hayes, Rui, right there, Cam Reddish. Fucking three of these guys were on the Lakers last year. Cam Reddish out of the league. PJ Washington, Tyler Hero. Like that's not a horrible.
No, and
list of
the
guys.
thing is, like, a lot of those guys were supposed to be fucking superstars. Like, they were supposed to
Yeah.
dominate them. Like, Zion, Ja, Cam, and
Yeah.
then, like, they were supposed to, like, they weren't supposed to just be good. They were supposed to be elite, like,
Yeah,
Wemby,
RJ was,
Luca
like-
level players.
supposed to borderline be a Zion type.
Yeah, like, these guys were supposed to be dominant. And it wasn't, like, out of nowhere either. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, we're just, like, blowing smoke. Like, no, like,
And
Zion
none of
was
them
a
are like bad players. Like again, Archie's a career 19 point per game scorer. Like
Yeah.
has averaged
I mean,
20 a
he's
decent
like
amount.
grossly inefficient, but yeah, like
Yeah,
he's but like yeah, that's the thing, bro. Is like they're solid, but it's like in terms of what they should have been, this is like Zion alone. I think, in my opinion, I would put him as one of the biggest busts of all time. Not because he's bad, but because
but just like
this
what he
dude was
could have been.
supposed to be like, bro. We've been watching his mixtapes since he was 14.
Yeah,
Like this dude was supposed to be a god. Like, and my god, like he is one of the ones I am legitimately so sad about how bad he has turned out. Like, or how like just solid he's turned out because
yeah.
damn, dude, he was
Just
electric. To
I
be
mean,
as big
yeah.
as he was, like I haven't seen someone that big and athletic since Shaq. Like
I mean,
literally.
dude, the dunks he was doing were fucking insane.
Bro, he was like 280 with a 50-inch vertical. It was one of the freakiest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, it literally, I have not seen something like that since like Shaq and Dwight Howard. Like, just a freak big man. And like, he wasn't as tall as them, but he was still as heavy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's the Charles Barkley comps are perfect, and it's like that is like worst version of Zion. I hate to say, but it's like he could have been everything, you know?
bro, he could have been by far the best player in the NBA with how big he is and how athletic he is. He literally could have been unstoppable. Like
Yeah,
genuinely. I am still convinced if he just had someone in his camp his rookie year or he went to a decent organization his rookie year and they said,
mhm,
"Yo, we love you and we want you to be the future. We are not playing you until you're 255, 260 his rookie year." And didn't let him play at 280, 285, he would
yeah,
be significantly better by now. Like, and I like borderline elite because I think that was the issue, bro. Like, bro, he's so young. Like, at this, like, when it comes to NBA players, like, I know a lot of people, like, in the NFL, for example, they'll be like, well, dude, it's not your job to babysit. They're a grown ass man. A lot of these NBA prospects like Zion are not grown ass men. He's as
yeah. Like
big
they
as a
only
grown ass
are
man.
in body, but
Yeah.
like they literally are
Like, bro,
18,
Zion
19.
came in at 18 years old or like
Yeah,
freshly 19. Like, bro, he needed help. He obviously had some sort of eating disorder and a porn disorder. Because my God. Like he needed someone to be just real with him. Like, yo, if you don't want to take care of yourself, that's fine, but we're gonna take care of you by not playing you. And we
yeah,
understand how big of a loss that is because, bro, we think you could be one of the greatest players of all time, but you
yeah.
got to lose this weight. And like he needed someone like that. Like, it is just sad, dude, because yeah, like we said, like, bro, he's listed as their center now. Like, and
I
he's
mean, he's been
6 foot.
playing this year though.
Yeah, I know, but he's 6'6". Like,
Yeah,
this dude isn't a
tiny dude.
center.
No, like he could body with them, the best of them, but it's just is like
And like that's the
I
thing is
do
like
think
his
you're doing
numbers are
yourself a
good.
disservice.
You know, like his numbers are good, like 21.5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists on 58% shooting. But it's like, bro, this dude was destined to be like just him.
Yeah,
Literally him. What a
yeah.
disappointment.
I mean, we're never gonna get it at this point, you know.
No, yeah, I
But
remember I saw people last
which
year
is
like,
crazy because he is still fucking what 23
yeah, I mean, I think he's
or 20,
good.
25,
And
almost
like here's the
26.
thing,
Like,
I
he's still
still
young.
think he's good. And he has the
Yeah,
potential to be like a great player still. Like I think he could
yeah.
have moments where
Well,
damn, he is great.
he should be a multi-time All-Star,
Yeah.
like at this point. And the fact, and I don't mean like he is a two-time All-Star, but he should be in the All-Star like starting lineup every single year.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's one of those things where he's just, I don't know, he just missed it, and it sucks because I hate
Mhm.
seeing players like that just like miss their potential. That's like huge, like, and that was like the big thing you and I said at Wemby is like, I hope he is like what he
Yeah,
was. Like, I don't ever like wish on a player to fail unless they're like a piece of shit.
yeah, yeah.
Like players like Zion, like they didn't do anything to like just be like Ja
Yeah,
Morant
they're not some
deserves it.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Like
Ja
John made
deserves
some
it.
genuine fuck ups, but like
Zion was
of
just
like
young. Like he was
Yeah.
just like you could say I guess Ja was young, but he was legitimately putting people in danger.
Yeah.
Zion is just like he needed guidance. Like he needed like
He
he
needed a dad.
yeah,
Not
he
to say he
needed
doesn't
like
have one, but he just needed like
an
an adult
NBA
in his
dad.
life.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
needed like a legit like either like I even think like this is gonna sound absurd and disgusting coming out of my mouth. I think even if someone like a Doc Rivers could have helped this dude, like someone that's like a player coach that he would have to respect, right? Like
Hmm.
because players just seem to respect Doc and like Doc, and I don't. I think he's horrible. But I think if
Yeah.
he had someone like that, like yo, dude, like I've coached legends, and I think you could be that, but we need to get you right. Like, or if he had like, I know it would have never happened, but if he had someone like a LeBron, like, bro, let me just help you. Like, let me show you how to take care of your body a little bit.
Hmm.
Like he could have been, dude. I wish I could see that timeline. Like, I swear, I wish I could see that timeline of how he could have been, man.
Yeah.
Him,
No,
Brandon Roy.
I'm with
Put
you.
me in that timeline. The
Oh, dude,
non-injured Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose, Zion, not
Tracy
fat.
McGrady,
Oh,
like,
dude,
dude,
God, like
the league
it.
would be the history would be so different if like dude, even think about like oh my god, I'm Len Bias. Like
Oh yeah.
that's one of my biggest because he was supposed to come in. He got drafted to the Larry Bird Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jordan would not be Jordan if Len Bias was like 90% of the player that he was supposed to be.
Dude, even someone like Greg Oden, man. Like if he was
Yeah,
supposed to be insane, like he was supposed to be great, and his knees just gave out on him. Like,
yeah,
dude, I'd have loved to see. I wish there we had lived in like a multiverse where we could like go pop over. Like, bro, I'm gonna go see Brandon Roy play. Like he is tearing it
dude,
up, and
I loved Brandon Roy.
he's
Oh my
tearing it
god,
up
one of
on
my
Earth
favorite.
Three's NBA, bro. Like, let's go catch an Earth 3 game.
Dude, I you say Brandon Roy or not Brandon Roy, Greg Oden. Dude, I just like imagine being Greg Oden and you're like Kevin Durant fucking exists and is one of the best players ever. I got drafted over him and like I've just been shafted my whole fucking career with injuries while this guy who like I wanted to compete against I never even got a fucking chance and this guy's just like it would like pain me to have a player like that.
Oh,
And
for
like just
sure,
like if things had gone perfect, I'm not saying I would have had the career that he had,
for
but
sure.
like
Oh, dude, it would
I
kill me.
was
Like,
on that fucking track,
well,
you know?
because I remember like a few years in, remember he like kind of medically retired and then he was like
Mhm.
prepping for a comeback with Ohio State. And then
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got hurt in a tryout for an NBA
Yeah.
team again. His knee gave out again. And like, I think they had like videos of him like crying at the tryout. And it's like, bro, that's so heartbreaking because he did nothing. Like, he did nothing wrong. There's just
Yeah.
nothing he
I
can
mean,
do about
he
it.
105 games in his career, dude. Like and it was never
It was
literally it
never a
was
talent
never
problem.
yeah, it was never like, oh, this guy doesn't deserve to play. It's just we never saw a 100% Odin. I don't even think we saw a fucking 60%
Yeah.
Odin.
Like, bro, and Brandon Roy was drafted there like shortly after. Imagine if they were both healthy. They both had knees.
Well, dude, Greg Oden, Lamarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy is a disgusting fucking
That's
lineup
a
in the late
championship winning
2010s.
roster. I don't give
Yeah,
a fuck.
especially in the 2010s. Like, you cannot tell me that healthy that the Lakers are better than that lineup.
And
Like,
they drafted Dame too a
yeah,
little bit later. Like obviously he would be like Brandon Roy or
like
Greg
he
Oden
wouldn't
would
have
have been
been
a
there.
little
Yeah,
old, but like dude, that roster's gross.
yeah. Well, like if you could see the dude, I feel for the Blazers. Like,
Yeah,
because you
they've been
had
they haven't even made
like
mistakes too. Like that's not
yeah.
saying it's not like, oh, you shouldn't have taken Greg Oden. Every team would have taken Greg Oden at that pick. Like same with Brandon Roy. It's just you
Well, like
just got shafted.
and don't forget, they also drafted Sam Bowie over
Oh
Michael
yeah.
Jordan. like, like they have missed out on like a top two player ever in Jordan by getting Sam Bowie because they decided to go with a big, and then they missed out on like a top 10 player ever in Kevin Durant because they decided to go like if I like it makes sense as to why they chose Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, fucking Scoot Henderson,
Dude,
and
we're done.
they're like, we're not doing bigs anymore. Like even Lamarcus Aldridge had a handful of injuries,
Yeah.
and they're like, I'm not drafting anybody over 6 fucking 7 anymore. Like our franchise is cursed.
Bro, and even Scoot, like he was supposed to be
Yeah.
insane, and he sucks.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Anthony Simmons, he was supposed to be next up. It's like, bro, and that's the thing is like, I can't even blame them because all of these
Yeah.
picks, like Scoot Henderson, great pick. Anthony Simmons, great pick. Like Greg Oden, great pick. It's like they just can't make it work, and it's like, how, like, bro, they've got to be the unluckiest franchise in basketball history. Like, there's no
Oh my
one
god.
that
Yeah.
unlucky. Because it's not like it would be one thing if it was like you guys are running them into the ground. It's like you're just getting unlucky as hell. Like I don't think there's an unluckier franchise. Like, dude. But all right, let's switch it over to gaming. Dang, an hour of basketball. I love it. We're just basketball gods. Let's switch it over to gaming. Midnight released since our last podcast. You and I have been having a blast, except for in PvP.
Which I've not even like hardly talked about then.
How
Or
How
played it, I mean.
how's your experience, Mitchell? Are you still loving it, or are you still feeling burnout?
I think I mean I'm loving it. Like I've been grinding like just classes. Like I got my rogue up first. I got my hunter up first. I got my rogue up second. I finished my DK today. Started work on my paladin tonight. Um like I'm still kind of trying shit out. I want like but I'm just kind of seeing what's going on. And
Mhm.
I like the zones are cool. I haven't done all of the side quests in Harendar or Silver Moon or Everson Woods yet. I haven't done all those, but I've like completed Zolomon. Dude, love Zolomon, love the Amani.
Parandir is the worst zone ever created.
Yeah, like people aren't a fan of like the Void Storm, which I get. I actually do think like we haven't done it yet. I do think that that Void Spire or that Void or Slayer's Edge or whatever. Um, I do think that is a very cool concept. Like it is
What?
a dedicated like open PvP zone essentially.
Oh, I've been there. I've been doing all the quests there. It's awesome.
No, I know, but I'm talking about like we haven't done it together,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that just playing around in that would be a ton of fucking
Yeah,
fun with a
it
group.
is. It is a good time. Like, I mean,
Um,
I've done a lot more max
like
level
PvP,
Content
yeah.
than you at the moment because yeah, you've been just grinding levels. Like I've done the praise, which were really fun. I think the
Yeah.
praise were a really cool concept. They hit fucking way too hard though. Like, damn, those things hit hard. But I get it. It's the first. They have to like keep it
And
this
you're,
way because
you're
once
not
you get
geared
gear,
for
yeah,
shit.
once you get gear, like now that I have gear, like I was doing it before with none. I'm sure now I'm gonna just torch these things. But
What's your like eye level right now?
oh, I'm max PvP geared, so I'm like 271 or 273, I think.
That's like 230 or 240 PVE.
I don't know because the honor level gear is like 217 eye level. Like they purposefully
Okay.
make it like way lower. I'm gonna upgrade it though. But it's fun, dude. I love the dungeons. I actually really like this expansion outside of PvP. I think PvP is the worst state it's ever been in the history of the game. Like it's never been worse. Tanks are way too strong. Like getting multiple tanks should never be a thing in a battleground. World PvP, and that is the like Slayers is cool, but then the Guardian Druids and their healers come in, and it's like, okay, well, it's just no longer fun anymore.
Yeah.
Healers do way too much damage. They're also like, I think healing just needs to get across the board.
Nerfed.
DPS
And healing,
healers like, and then Rets on top are like the cherry on top of just like this being just such a horrible PvP meta. Like it's really unfun. And I mean the bright side is even casual players are saying it's terrible. It's not just like high end PvP players. It's also casual players that are like, this meta is terrible. I can't kill anything. Why am I even playing this? Like this isn't fun. Like my uncle's playing a Mistweaver and he is topping damage every battleground and healing. Like that should never be a thing. That's just stupid. It's not fun for anyone else besides the Mistweaver. Like
yeah.
it's he's unkillable and does more damage than me. Okay, it's my
And that's it's I'm with you in that healing needs just like major tuning. I feel like, and maybe when everybody is geared and we get conquest gear, but it just doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. It seems
Oh,
like
there's no
healing's going
way
to
you're
scale with
that
it.
much stronger, you know?
Yeah, and it's just is like, uh, I get healing and dampening in like arenas, but like essentially arenas play that it's reliant on dampening for games to end.
Well, yeah,
And if
that's
you
why it starts at 20%.
yeah,
It starts
and
at 20.
and it's like if we're relying on dampening, just fucking get rid of it. Like lower it by whatever you need
Yeah.
to the point. I'm not saying that fucking arenas need to end in 30 seconds on the first cooldown, but it's like dampening only exists in arena. It doesn't exist in open world. It doesn't exist in BGs. And so it's like you have this one fix for this one scenario.
That's
like
why I
this
always say
one
arenas
aspect
feel
of
so
it.
much better because they
And
just
it's
play better.
and it's like, why don't you like this is fucked and that you have to tune this? And I guess their logic is like, well, in PV or like in a BG, there's 5 people attacking, not
Yeah.
1 or 2. But it's just like, I don't think that's a valid logic behind that.
Like, and here's my thing, bro, is like, yeah, I agree with you. Like, I don't need healers to get one tap poof goodbye. Like, but it's like,
And
dude,
you shouldn't necessarily burst like their DPS through their heals on your initial
yeah.
wave either.
It's like, but it's one of those things where it's like, bro, I'm sitting there, like, there's a middle ground. There's one shot. It's not like it has to be one shot or I have to fight this dude for 15 minutes with 3 people. Neither of those should be a thing. Like, if you had to add dampening during combat, sure. If you have to, like, in my opinion, you just need to nerf it. It doesn't need a huge nerf. Just nerf it like 10, 15%. Like, and yeah, that sounds big. But, dude, if you look at healing right now, it needs it. Everyone can stay alive forever. DPS healing needs to be gutted. Like, I'm so sick of it, bro. They have enough defensives. Like, every DPS, bro, I'm attacking a Boomkin for 20 minutes because he's sitting in bear form getting auto healed to full every 5 seconds. Bro, gut it. Nerf it by 50% across the board. Like, literally.
I honestly think like easy solution, because I think a big reason that they have heals is for like solo PvE content, because like you level, like, again, let's just take a rogue for example. Like, they have their pots. If you're leveling as a rogue, it is fucking miserable because you're gonna lose health, and then you have to like sit and either, now they have like the recuperate, thankfully, but like you're sitting and doing this after every fucking engagement, so they give everybody a heal, and it's like that's fine for PvE because you're not going against people, and it's
but that's
not,
the thing,
like,
is they
affecting
make
balance, but it's just like, take all that shit, take the hunter like rejuvenation or whatever the fuck it is, take the rogue pots out, just make them PvE talents.
Or no, they do. So they do it. They have tuning where they say, like, this does not affect PvP, right? Or they do like this damage reduction in PvP. Nerf healing, because this is the easiest way to balance
at least
it, right?
like self healing.
Like, this is my thing. This is the easiest way to balance it, so that tanks feel like tanks in PvP and healers feel like healers in PvP. Nerf all DPS healing across the board 50% in PvP. 50%. I don't care if hybrid specs, like a paladin, brother, you have enough bubbles. You could nerf their healing by 100 and they're still fine. But like, sure, for a class like a shaman that has pretty much nothing, sure, nerf their healing by 20% across the board. Sure, that makes sense. They have literally nothing else. But every other class, bro, I don't care. Like, you could make an argument, Druid. No. They have survival instincts, they have frenzy regen, they have bear form. Like, no, just nerf by 50%, because guess what? Then healers feel better. Why? Because they can actually heal. It's not like, well, a Ret's healing as much as me, a Boomkin's healing as much as me. And then tanks feel like tanks because it's like, oh, I can stay alive. These guys can't. And then DPS feel like what they are. DPS. Right now, bro, if you load up on a Ret Paladin or a Druid, you feel like a tank healer and damage dealer. You're just doing everything. It's so stupid. And it's like I'll see people like, well, you play Rogue. Why are you complaining? Brother, yes, all I can do is hopefully one-shot you in a stun setup. Most of the 99% of classes, I cannot do that because they have some sort of healing in a stun that I cannot kill you. And then guess what? I'm going to try it again, and you're going to heal yourself to full again. And it's a never ending wear down of me. Like,
Well,
that
and it's
shouldn't
like
be a thing.
I know you're not a fan of tanks in PvE, but I'm not. I will say I think tanks have a place in the meta. They just like I was looking at like ratings last night, like PvP ratings, and there's like one tank with over a 2K arena rating, like in any of the 3 arena brackets. And whereas like DPS and are pushing like 2700, and it's like I don't think you should be so discouraged from playing tank because there are just tank mains,
Well,
like people who
tanks
want to play
like
tank.
tanks are
And I
more for
think that
battlegrounds. You can't really make
yeah,
tanks viable in arena because then they're just broken. Like if they're viable in arena, that means they do at least as much damage as a DPS, uh, or they can heal as much as a healer.
what it's like I think if they did
Oh wait, never mind.
so
Tanks take the healing spot. You can't queue in threes with a tank and a healer.
uh,
So yeah, I mean
but it's
they're
just
in a
like
weird
I don't
spot.
I don't know, like I just even in some of these other things, it's just like um the rating is just inherently like so much lower across the board
Yeah.
in compared to like whatever DPS, which like makes sense in the context of like most people play DPS, they're pushing a little bit harder, that's what they do. But it's just is like I think there should be some incentive to play a tank in arena or in PvP because I think it does have a role. Like you have 3 roles. You have tank, you have healer, you have DPS. They're fine in PvE, but then in PvP you're like get the fuck out of here. You don't have a place here. And I just don't think that that should be the case
Yeah.
when it's like I think like so I was thinking about this yesterday and exact numbers I'm iffy on. But the way that I kind of view it, I don't think that like any DPS should 1v1 a tank. I think tanks just through attrition, not just like damage, should win the 1v1 if the but the that like every DPS essentially could get away. Then you get into a 1v2. I think tanks should be able to stall. They're probably not going to win it, but they can stall. 3v1 versus a tank, they should be put it out. And even like a 2v1, the tank's not going to win that. They're like stalling. And then DPS, there's fucking 30 plus DPS specs. DPS should all essentially be able to counter like a third or like 40% of the other DPS.
Yeah.
And then healers like should never be able to kill somebody essentially in my opinion. But and like in a one-on-one they should also like essentially never be able to be killed by a DPS. But in a fight that's 2v2 and it's 2 DPS versus 1 healer versus a DPS and a healer, I think like the DPS healer should have the advantage purely because of the heals.
Yeah.
But it's like they're like you need 5 if you have a DPS and a healer, it takes fucking 5 DPS to take them out.
Yeah.
And
And
like
and that's my thing, right? Is like I get what they're doing. They
yeah.
really want people to play healers and tanks because again,
I mean, if
they're
you think like PvE queues, tank like you're waiting on tanks all day, so I think getting motivating
like
people through other stuff is
yeah, and like I
valuable.
get it. I think
Valuable.
yes, we need tanks to play in PvP. I think they have a place in its flag carriers. I don't think they should have a
Yeah.
place in arenas. I think arenas tanks just they ruin it. But like, and that's what I'm saying is if you nerfed DPS self healing, tanks automatically feel better because they can live, they can survive.
Yeah, like
And you
a
can't.
fucking DPS isn't gonna
Yeah,
outlive
like
a
why
tank.
would I go if you nerf Guardian Druid damage, which they're definitely going to, because if they
Yeah.
don't, they're gonna have way too many people quit. Why would I not? If you nerf Guardian Druid damage, okay, now why would I not just play Feral or Boomkin? I can heal as much as you, and then I do way more damage than you. So you are tankier than me, sure, but not that much. And so it's like if you cut their healing 50%, it's like, oh, that's why I'd play Guardian. Because I have Druid mobility, I don't have as much damage, but I can survive. Same with healer. Like I get it. They're trying to make it fun. And so like people that would never want to play healer, like my uncle, for example, he wants to play healer. He loves playing Mistweaver. But the issue is now you're just ruining PvP. Like, because it's like everyone's doing everything. Why would I not? Like, my uncle said it last night when we were playing. He's like, why would I ever play a DPS if I could just do this? Like
Yeah, yeah.
he is
If you
top damage. He's critting for over 100k, and he's unkillable. He's just never gonna die. So it's
yeah.
like, why would you not? Why would you not play as Jesus? Like if you can just why would I ever play anything else? Like sure, like Rogue is really fun, Mage is really fun, but why would I play that over Mistweaver right now? Which I'm sure might be Blizzard's plan, but you're still ruining the bracket. And I think if you gave these things like actual roles, like I feel like the reason people aren't playing healers isn't because I don't want to be a healer. It's because I have just as much utility in healing playing a DPS class, and so everyone has that solo carry mentality. So it's like if I'm a ret, I mean, dude, I can bubble him, I can heal him to full while healing myself. Why would I play a healer at that point? So it's like you need to take that from DPS and just leave that with the healers, because then
And
it's like better, in my opinion.
I think another thing too that I was thinking about last night is that um like healers don't have interrupts anymore basically.
Yeah.
I think you need to give all of them significantly more D spells. So like when if somebody's getting buffed, if a DPS is getting buffed coming at you, like the healer's job becomes I gotta debuff the enemy and I gotta heal my team. Like I'm not doing damage, I'm not pumping damage, but I'm keeping my team alive and I'm making like you're essentially playing a full support class is how I feel like healers should play.
Yeah.
And like you go in against a tank and tanks should be like buffed up like crazy essentially, meaning like that they just have all the buffs, like they're the ones that benefit from team buffs the most,
Yep.
and that essentially the healer's job should be like I want to debuff the tank as much as possible. Like I don't damage the tank, but I can debuff the hell out of them while keeping my team alive. And then now my team, if I do my job on debuffing the tank, my team can blitz through their fucking tank. Like my like I would love fives to come back and it be a true WoW party of tank, 3 DPS, and healer. I think like there is that kind of potential if they were to do it and do everything properly.
Yeah.
That would be a ton of fun. Where it's like, no, we're not doing fives with fucking 4 DPS or 5 DPS or 2 healers. We want full regular fucking PVE parties, but in fives.
Okay. I I agree. My biggest issue with the fives is, dude, imagine it now with the DPS healing. They would never end.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, I think you're like we combine essentially what we're saying, which is like get rid of the DPS healing, have it be just again like you're going into a dungeon, but you're doing it as a PvP thing, and like that's where tanks thrive potentially in PvP or at least in like arenas. Like maybe they don't exist in solos, twos, or threes, but like in like there is a meta for fives that it just involves proper role play that I think would be the potential would be a ton of fucking fun. I would
Yeah, I
even
think
love it
fives
if they
could be
did
fun.
they did small objectives, like meaning um basically like think of something like Deep Hall Ravine or
I think
the
just a
minecart
simple
ones.
cap would be fun. Like a simple capture the flag. Like a
Like a one cap, like a one flag kind of
yeah,
thing.
like yeah,
Like Eye of the
exactly.
Storm almost, but less bases and like literally just like Keen of the like a Keen of the Hill would honestly I
Yeah.
feel like be sick as fuck.
But I
in
know they won't
fives.
because
Yeah.
Blizzard's moving fully towards solo content because that's just how
Yeah.
gaming is nowadays, sadly. Like that's why they're putting like mythic gear in delves and stuff like that so that people don't have to play with people, which is super sad, but
Like, and I get it, but I do wish that, like, again, you go play classic and the community is just like so much
so
more
shit. I know.
inviting. Like they're annoying fucking people, but at least it exists and people will talk. Like,
Yeah.
you could say hi in retail to the guy next to you, and they just don't respond. Like you could ask a question in Gen Chat, nobody fucking answers,
Yeah.
and if they do, they're a complete fucking douche about it. And it's like, I said it on a Twitter post recently, and this guy was like, I was like, dude, like I just don't understand why everybody wants to play an MMO as if it's a fucking single player RPG. Like isn't the MMO aspect like still a selling point on this? And I'll admit, like I haven't joined a guild in forever, in part because I mean, I'm at the longest I've played in fucking years
Yep.
in terms of like a singular time. Like the biggest reason I've not joined a guild for the last 10 years is that I never play for more than 2 months at a time. And so I'm like, I'm gonna join a guild and then fucking like do stuff with these guys and then just dip out of nowhere after 2 weeks. Like that's just not fair to anybody.
Yeah. I agree. I want to join a guild. Like I am fully. I've already said like I'm playing one class. I'm not playing anything else. I want to just enjoy. I want to enjoy all of the content. I want to PVE.
Yeah.
I want to PvP. I want to do the praise, and then yeah, joining a guild. It would be fun because I do want to raid. I don't think I'll reach the
Like
point of like.
hardcore raid.
Yeah, I
mythic
don't think
raid.
I'll reach that point of like mythic heroic. I do want to push keys,
Mm.
but yeah.
Well, how
mythic
many
raiding.
people like in our little group are playing right now? Like, are we like is
4.
Kevin locked in on like Mistweaver right now?
Yeah. Yeah, we have
'Cause,
4.
like I'm my level plan for my paladin right now is um do anytime I do a dungeon, I'm gonna queue as a tank and like kind of learn prot again because I just haven't played it in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But then like open world PvP or like open world PvP, whatever I'm doing as Rhett because it's faster and shit. But like I don't necessarily mind. Like I'm not a huge fan of just spamming fucking dungeons and mythics. But at the same time, like if we have a full group, like I don't typically like. I love not dying on a fucking blood death night and just fucking tanking an entire dungeon. It is such a fucking fun feeling to just feel unkillable and heal yourself to full
Yeah.
whenever you want. Like I'm doing dungeons and I'm healing more than the healer. It is a fucking blast. I'm not gonna lie. But my damage is just so shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying out paladin, but I don't necessarily mind if I fuck with like really one of them to kind of push keys as a tank with the
Yeah.
crew and just kind of vibe out and be like all like if I'm tank, we have warrior who I mean he could theoretically if he wanted to. Like I've heard prot is fun for warriors. But like we do have two like one locked DPS because if you're playing low rogue, you can't do anything else. But then like a healer, like meta healer, potential meta tank if I do decide to do it, you know. Um, like we could easily push 3K zero fucking problem on like however whatever tank I'd want to do.
Yeah.
Um, and you know it's easy to fill that key or that fill that spot with a fucking fifth. The worry is if they know we're in a party and people fucking love to sell if they get pissed off about something and they're like kick this fucking guy like one of us and we're like
Yeah.
no and then they just sell the whole key like that's the annoying part.
I mean, we have people. I know a few people that are still playing, like, because we have Brian in the, he's gonna play Adam, all those boys. So
Yeah.
yeah, but all right, guys. I mean, shoot. I mean, that's our podcast for the day. We're at hour and 20. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see you guys next week. Charlotte Hornets win us a championship. If the Hornets win a
Dude.
championship, we have to get a jersey.
We got to get jerseys. We got to get shirts. We got to get banners like up on our fucking wall. Be like the official podcast of the Charlotte Hornets. Like
It's crazy.
Be like they'll be like, we don't know who the fuck you are. Nobody watches you guys. I'm like, dude, go watch episode 1. Tell us that we haven't like.
We've
we
been
don't talk
writing
about, we
for
talk
you
about
guys.
you guys for fucking no less than 10 minutes every single fucking podcast.
Yeah, we've been writing for you guys, so don't disrespect us, or we'll take our fandom elsewhere.
Yeah, we will be next year. Like, here's the thing: you are only good. We made you.
Yeah,
we made
that's
you.
what I'm
you want to
saying.
see us make another fucking team next year? Like, come December, we'll start talking about the fucking 14th best team in the league, or the 14th best team in the conference. Watch them come up and be a playoff team, and we'll be like, people listen to us, players listen to us. They want to
Players
know what
do.
we have to say. They're like, holy shit, these guys fucking get us.
Yep,
And
that's what I'm saying, bro.
like, it's why we get hit up, you know.
I agree. I think we are the greatest podcast in the world, and if you don't want your fan base to be with us, I mean, you're missing out.
Yeah, like Thunder fans, we don't need you. We don't want you. But
No, we're not fans of you. Same with Celtics fans. You guys are disgusting.
yeah,
So
like I don't need any Boston. You guys would prefer your baseball team to do well anyway. So send the Celtics to fucking Seattle, bro.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.